Alright, go.
Hello again, Matt with HobbyKing. I am back with something pretty special. This is the second coming of the float Ryan. You guys saw the first float Ryan that Stuart rather unceremoniously killed in the Pacific Ocean. This Ryan here is kind of a repeat. Now I've gone a little bit further. I went ahead and put all of the wires on the aircraft. I painted the floats to match and moved them forward, hopefully to correct that CG problem we saw when it pitched over nose first. I'm a little bit concerned that the floats themselves may just straight up be too small. We're going to do a little bit of a test right now. I'm going to see how the thing floats and see where the CG is, see what's going on with these, and okay.
A bit too small.
Yeah, you know what? I think these floats are just not quite buoyant enough through. You can see the CG is spot on. Everything's balanced. It sits where it wants, but the tail just wants to sink into the water. Bit of a bummer. It looks really pretty. Not a big deal. I can leave my frame in place probably at this point and just place the floats themselves. So now I'm on the lookout for some slightly bigger floats, and we'll get this thing in the air real soon, so stay tuned for that. Gabe and I are having a bit of a nerd fight here. We're going to pick tricopters. This is mine. It flies on multi-wing. Back there, it flies on the KK2. He's on 4S. I'm on 3S. Otherwise, the setups are very, very similar. So we're going to have a flight time contest here. We're going to take off and just to see whose copter stays in the air for longer. Scott Burrell writes, I'd walk 10 miles of broken glass on my hands and knees just to hear those HobbyKing girls fart through a walkie-talkie.
What?
Scott, buddy, you need to get out more. Seriously. Go outside, talk to women, they do exist. They'll talk to you, I promise. Walkie-talkies still need to be involved.
Alright guys, so since Matt took the body of my trooper to make his Super Trooper, I had to go to my local hobby store and buy a body for myself. Painting them is something I really like to do, and I am by no means an expert at it. But I want to show you how I do when I want to paint it two colors. This is a Jeep Cherokee, and I'm going to paint it blue and black. You do your darker color first, and then you uncover the tip and use a brighter color. But since it's blue and it's pretty dark, and all black could do is make it darker, and I don't mind, I'm gonna do the blue first because I didn't want to cover everything that's gonna be blue in tape. Alright, so this is pretty much done. Now I'm gonna apply the first layer of color, and I'll show you guys how I do that without messing up, making a smooshy spray plug in there.
Brent Dunbar has a couple of good zingers here. He writes, I'm waiting to pick my favorite announcer until the swimsuit competition, but I think Scott will win if he wears a thong. Brent, if Scott wears a thong, we all lose. All of us.
The main thing that always messes up my paint jobs is lack of patience. So I bought 2 cans of the blue color, and then you want to always like keep like a distance, like a this much inches, I don't know, 30 centimeters away from the car. And when you hit the spray button, you want to start outside. I'm gonna let that dry because I don't want to ruin it, like, or overpaint it. I got all my hair covered in paint, but it's okay. It's really graded good. But this card looking bomb.
Brent says, it's nice to see that an Amish boy like Byron can get a job off of the family farm. I didn't think the Amish could use electricity, and how long does it take him to get to work in his horse and buggy? Yeah, it's kind of a Everlast meets Amish thing he's got going there, isn't it? Yeah, not sure if that's working for him, but sorry Byron, couldn't resist that one.
I think it's ready to take another layer. Then if it's not the best, I did say I'm not a pro, so don't hate or you won't get no prize from your best comment. Should look pretty cool.
That HPI guy writes, "Hey Matt, why the black hair and the ginger beard?" Dude, as I said, trying to figure that out for years. It grows that way. When I was a little bitty kid, I had bleach blonde hair, just bleach blonde. Slowly has turned to what you see now. And now it's going gray, so pretty soon I'm gonna have like several generations of me painted across my own face.
Alright, so I painted the blue and I let it dry, and then I removed the tape. And it came out quite cool. And then I'm gonna do black now. I wanna let the first layer be like thin, just to make sure I don't mess it up. And then when it dries, I'll come back to it. And then next time you see this, it'll be ready to get cut and put it on my skate park truck.
Essex RC writes, "That EDF unit would look great strapped to the back of my chair. At work I could get around in the office thanks to HobbyKing. Good luck everyone." Awesome team spirit there, Essex. You know, that's a pretty great idea. Stuart and I actually considered the same thing. So there may be some EDF strapped to things coming very soon in our future here. Frostbite UK writes, "Can we have Anthony Hand as a prize?" I'm gonna go ahead and say sure as far as I'm concerned, but you might want to check with Anthony. He may have his own opinion on that. Really? 10.5 minutes and still flying. Jose, man, what is that thing?
The pan car.
Well, okay, what's a pan car?
Not a touring car.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. Let me try it. Here, let me try. You take this.
I ordered 2, so you can get one if you like it.
You know? Another one of these?
Yeah, and it's not mine.
Let me take this out and open it up.
Okay.
Nice looking body.
It's fast. There's not enough space here to make it go as fast as it goes, though.
Ooh.
Let me see. Show it to
pretty
people.
slick. Look. Turnigy and carbon. That's pretty badass. 80 amps.
Oh man, I made it dirty.
You did make it dirty. 80 amps, 2S battery. All this crazy adjustment. Ackerman. Camber. A little front suspension. This is super cool. So I'm going to have to do some reading because not a touring car is not enough information. And figure out how to set up a pan car and put that other one together. We should talk about that some. Then we should do some racing. Wag your tail if you like it. Wag your tail if you like it. A Royal Fokker writes, "Forget the prizes. I want whatever your presenters were drinking before they shot this video." We found it out in the back by the airfield there. It was like a green puddle with some mushrooms growing in it, and I don't know, I figured it probably would help. So your RC Lab Info writes, even a tattooed watch is right twice a day. It's got no numbers on it. It's wrong all the time.
You should pull your pan car out and start playing with my pan car out. I mean, not yet. Well, you should bring you should pull your EDF the EDF car that people were saying to fix, and you kind of did.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go check that out on the runway. I'll grab the EDF car and meet you out there.
Okay. Alright.
Hey guys, so we are back with the jet car. This is the same Quantum Skull Crusher car that we converted to 70mm EDF. Now I have gone ahead and ordered a 1.2 kilowatt EDF instead of the 500 watt EDF that's in here. But in the meantime, I got some street tires, popped those on there, less resistance, took the camber out of the wheels, and I also went ahead and took the dog bones out of the rear suspension. So they're completely freewheeling. Get as much resistance out of this thing as we could.
And you cut the front wheel and shield,
And
right?
I cut the windshield out. Thank you, Jose. Yes.
Let's do it. 28. Yeah, we got 3 more miles per hour.
So, awesome. So you guys totally worked. You guys are right. Putting some street tires on this bad boy and cutting this hole in the windshield got us 3 more miles an hour, so we got up to 28. Now my goal is much more in the market, area of like 80. So we're gonna keep going and keep pushing this thing until it either goes faster or explodes trying. While server down 66, a couple of good ones writes, when FPVing, watch out for the stupid looking guy wearing the goggles. Good advice. And also, even Chuck Norris can't beat these prices. That's for you, Toby. And Chris Begeman, our winner for this week, writes, my flying buddy got a trainer for his wife. Not too bad a trade, no? Okay, it's a terrible joke. And
no.
It would sound better if I could read it like Rodney Dangerfield, but I can't, so there you have it. And so Chris, we're gonna be reaching out to you, buddy, and we'll get you some info on how to collect your prize. And don't forget, guys, register on HobbyKing, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Any comment on any video all through the week could be chosen as the comment of the week. We will be going through these over and over as the week goes on and picking some favorites, shouting you guys out online, and sending you some prizes. So keep it up, man. Stay in touch and keep an eye on this thing. See you soon.
Whoa, nice.